Good evening. Let's talk education in Japan. With me, Mary Sellas. The Japanese flag seen here is made up of a red circle with a solid white background. The meaning of the red circle is known as the Hinamaru, meaning circle of the sun. Because Japan lies at the far west of the Pacific Ocean, they have the most beautiful sunsets to the east of the sea. Next, we'll talk about the actual location of Japan. Japan is located to the east of Russia within the North Pacific Sea, and as we mostly know, the city of Tokyo is the largest city in Japan. And now we'll talk a little Japanese history to get us started. Japan is a stratovolcanic archipelago made up of 6,852 islands. Japan is located east of Russia in the North Pacific Ocean, and the 2015 population of Japan is estimated to be 126,919,659. Wow. Looking into a Japanese classroom, they look pretty much the same as the classrooms we study in the United States. Japanese education, like the United States, starts with elementary school and also includes middle school. Japanese children start school at the age of 6, and elementary and middle schools are a combined 9 years, lasting until one is 15 years of age. Children then go on to secondary schooling. Secondary schooling in Japan is known as junior high school and includes grades 7 through 9. Although it is not required, 95% of students move on to senior high school. In Japan, students must pass testing in math, science, social studies, and language to enter senior high school, which is grades 10 through 12. Now one might wonder, how does a teacher become a teacher in Japan? Not much different than the United States, however, because Japanese culture views the school as a moral community and a basic training ground for becoming good citizens, teachers have the broad responsibility for moral education and character development and for instilling fundamental Japanese values, attitudes, and living habits in students at all levels. These responsibilities are equal in importance to the academic roles of developing student motivation and helping students meet the high academic standards required for success in secondary school and universities. After World War II, the Japanese Education Reform Committee, following recommendations of the United States Education Mission, incorporated teacher education into the university system. As of today, most new Japanese teachers have at least a 4-year degree from a university. However, some elder teachers have just a secondary education and teach based on cultural knowledge alone. As seen here, this Japanese university, like the one shown here, offer education programs for all students looking to teach at elementary and secondary schools. However, to teach in a university or post-secondary school, a master's degree is required and further education must be obtained. When we compare the United States and Japanese education systems, there are quite a few similarities. Like Japanese education, we here in the United States attend elementary and junior high school. However, after that, we see a large difference in our education systems. As you know, here in the United States, we are required to complete grades K through 12, unlike Japan, where it is not required to complete grades 10 through 12. In Japan, they are tested to continue on, and it is just an option. I find it very interesting that the Japanese culture does not require continuing education through the 12th grade. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Thanks for learning about Japanese education with me. I hope you walked away learning something new.